Good morning, it's Suze, and today's intention, unified. Well, let's take a big deep breath on unified. We could all use some of that, couldn't we? Well, and what I've discovered is that when I'm finding the divisiveness in my family, or in my community, or in my world, it's because I'm not unified within me. So I believe that that's where it starts. Body, mind, and soul unified. Big deep breath in. When I'm not unified, when I'm not solid in me, things are overwhelming. Things are frustrating. Anger happens, frustration happens, doubt happens, worry happens. And when I'm solid with me, body, mind, and soul, I can weather those storms. I can see beyond the divisiveness. So today's word of intention is unified. And let's start with each of us becoming more unified in ourselves. It's easy to notice the divisiveness outside of us. And when this word popped up today, I just smiled and I was like, of course. Yesterday was lifted, today is unified. I wrote these 8-9 years ago, and they cycle through, and I'm really, really pleased with how this cycle landed right now in this time when our societies need to be lifted, and it's so important for us to be unified. And there is something that you can do about it. It's called Start With You. So I really appreciate you, Jennifer. Good morning, and Susan for joining me live. And anyone who's listening later today, what if everyone that you knew decided today was a day that they were going to focus on being unified within themselves, body, mind, and soul? Because you know how much better the day goes when you're there. And you don't have to leave it to chance. You can actually set that intention. And you're like, oh, but you don't know what my day is like. Yeah, well, you've been handing over your emotional well-being to other people, events, and situations. And I'm not saying that there isn't things to be concerned about. There isn't things to notice and put our energy toward. But putting together a unified energy from the upside of the line is what works. You cannot fight hate with hate. You cannot fight anger with anger. All you do is fan those. What you do is you bring love and light and peace and harmony, and that can only happen when you're coming from a unified place. Let's do a little repatterning for ourselves first, and then we'll ripple it out. I forgive myself for believing that I need to be pulled by all the divisiveness I see around me. I give myself permission to step into more unified feeling with myself, body, mind, and soul. I can be divisive within me, or I can be unified, and I'm the one who chooses. And thank you, Susan, for your comment that the world would be a calmer place if we were unified from within. Let's take the would and the if out of it. The world is a calmer place as I am unified within. You have complete control over that. You have complete control over how unified you are. And so what's one thing that you could do today that would bring your body, mind, and soul together? Spirit, if you prefer that word, fuzzy part, whatever that part of you is that's not your mind or your body. What if you brought all three of those together? consciously today, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times, that totally raises the calmness on the planet. And you might think, oh, it's just a tiny little bit, but it all matters. It all matters. There's a beautiful story I was reminded of yesterday about a man walking on a beach, and he sees a young girl on the beach, and there's thousands of starfish that have been stranded on the beach. And she's bending over and picking up one, throwing it into the water, bending over, picking up another one, throwing it into the water. And the adult goes up to the child and says, "What are you doing?" And she says, "I'm saving the starfish." In this kind of, what does it look like I'm doing kind of expression. I'm saving the starfish. And the adult says, "Oh, look how many starfish there are. There's so many. You're just one little girl. You can't possibly make a difference." And the little girl looked at him solidly in the eye, reached down, picked up a starfish, threw it into the ocean, and said, "I made a difference to that one." That's all you need to do. You don't know where your unified solid place will ripple out and heal divisiveness. But I can tell you that as long as we each individually stay divided, there will not be unification in our families, in our communities, on our planet. Where are you free to bring your body, mind, and soul together consciously today? Marnie says she's free to be unified body, mind, and soul today at work and at play. Grateful to be unified mind, body, and soul. And barefoot in nature to support your body, mind, and soul to be unified. Beautiful. Something specific that you can do so that you can tie that to it. And when you're in that feeling of being unified body, mind, and soul, breathe it in, let it fill you up, and then let it spill over. And just send it out. Send it out. You don't need to worry about where it goes, just send it out. You remember being unified body, mind, and soul. So lots of times. Those times where everything just clicked and felt just right within you. Create more unification for you. And you've created it for others. Be grateful to yourself for being conscious and aware. And let the divisiveness of the world remind you to be unified within. I'm Suze Casey. That's your intention for today. How about every time you hear something that's divisive, just send unified energy to it, making sure that you fill yourself up first, because you need to have a full tank. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's intention. And just a reminder, we offer Flip Your Switch courses online. They happen frequently. The next one is coming up next week, June 15th. Check it out at flipyourswitch.learnit-liveit.com. As we each learn to navigate and manage our own well-being, the world becomes a more unified place. Take care.